What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Baddies Africa, episode 20. Oh my God, I cannot believe it's really been 20 episodes. I'm ready for this season to end. Honestly, Baddies Africa is like the worst season of Baddies ever. That's even worse than Caribbean and ATL. Like, seriously, y'all. But before I get into the recap, y'all know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, continue to show love to my videos. Comment in the videos. I do see y'all comments. Trust me, I do see them. And I try to get back to all y'all as much as I truly can. But while I have y'all here, Love Island Games has just started, so please show love to my Love Island Games reviews. Love Island Games is actually a really good fun show, better than Baddies. Okay, yeah, but show love to those. Okay, if y'all love me, show love to those videos. All right, and if you guys notice, I am not on video again. My hair ain't done. I just got off of work. My room ain't done, and I find just doing recording, doing voiceovers better than me having my whole setup. So maybe from here on out, I might just do just voiceovers. But I still give you guys the same vibes, the same energy, even though I'm not on camera. But is there anything else I got to get into? No, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking recap. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and just get into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the thick of this motherfucking show. So the episode starts off with everyone packing up because that was their last night in Africa, and they're going on their end of season trip. They're going to London. So they just showed a montage of everyone packing up, saying how much they love being in Africa and how they're moving on to the next city. So then we see that Choco can't go to the UK because she's having issues with her visa where she can't travel. So we get her exit. Actually, I really did enjoy Chocolate better than I did Elsie. I'm sorry, y'all. I really did enjoy Choco. You know I love calling her Chocolate, right? So yes, she did come in here, do her thing. She wasn't scared. She didn't do as much. She didn't do the most, but she did just enough, in my opinion. Okay, she didn't do too much, but I did tolerate her. I'm not sure if we are gonna see her if she doesn't have her visa stuff figured out. I don't expect to see her next season, and I really don't see them just trying to spend the money to bring her back. To be honest with you, unless they surprise us and just bring her back like they did Pretty P. I don't know, but yeah. So that was the end of Choco. So that's last we saw of her. Again, I did enjoy her. I felt really bad because you could tell she really wanted to go, but she did represent Africa well, better than Elsie. Just saying. So then we get there. So we jump over. They're already in London. So of course we get the two separate sprint vans. You guys know the big three of the people that they semi fuck with, and the other side of the house. So we get over to it's Summer, Dolly, Lex, Russian, Kream, and LCK are on one sprinter van. So then they're in there and they're talking about being in London, and Elsie says how she's gonna miss her friend Choco, and here comes Dolly. Okay, you're talking about that's not your friend. Like, stop calling people friends. I'm sick of y'all bitches calling people friends and all this kind of stuff. Dolly, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, I'm so sick of you always open your mouth every single time LCK and Russian Kream say something. This bitch always got something to say. Like, again, doing this whole mean girl shit. Like, I'm so sick of her. Like, I really do not want Dolly coming back next season. But at this point, like, I don't hold my tongue. Like, anybody that's problematic that the fans hate, Zeus love bringing them back. And yeah, we already know they're gonna bring Dolly back. But it's like, Dolly, I love Dolly coming into Baddies. I loved her last season. I did like her, but my love for her kind of went down, but I did like her beginning of the season. As the seasons went on, she got on my nerves more and more and more and more and more as the season went on. And now with her always trying to do this whole mean girl shit when bitch you're in your 30s trying to act like you in high school, like I've been saying in my past videos, Dolly is really pissing me off. Like, girl, like, just let Elsie have this moment. You don't have to say anything. Like, shut the fuck up. But anyway, so we get over to the other sprinter van. It's Rolly, Tavy, Coilla, Fauna, and I think it was somebody else. I'm not exactly sure. And they're just basically talking about how Rolly was a grown woman to squash her beef with Tommy, yada yada yada. So that was like a really quick scene. So then we jump back over to this sprinter van with Dolly, Summer, Lex, LC, and Russian Cream. All of a sudden, Dolly says that Elsie lied on her. And mind you, now I hate when they start talking about shit that happened off camera that didn't get catched on camera, because we can't give our own perspective of it. So I had to keep rewinding it because I was so confused, y'all. Like, okay, so just bear with me, okay? From what I understood, Elsie Dolly apparently was gonna stop LCK and Russian Cream from getting a bag because Natalie says she wants to take the girls on tour. Which, isn't that what y'all basically doing with Baddies in general? Like, y'all going from city to city, state to state, country to country, doing bookings, and everyone's getting paid. So I don't understand what a Baddies tour outside of the show is. Just, it's the same thing. It's just that it's not filmed on the show. It's not a season of Baddies. So I don't understand what that is. But apparently Natalie says she wanted to take the girls on tour, pay 10,000 each, and Dolly apparently looked at Russian, Kream, and Elsie and said they're not going on tour, because basically insinuating that these bitches are not going to be coming back to the show because they're boring and they're not going to get no bookings and all that kind of stuff. So Russian, Kream apparently told LCK that, and them two was, and LCK was talking about it. So Dolly is upset because they're talking about her and playing on her name and all the other kind of shit. Like, see, sweetheart, Dolly, if that's what the fuck you said, which you later admitted in a confessional, then why the fuck are you mad? And then she's saying, oh, y'all just keep saying how I don't like you, and she wants to say how, why would I want to get to know y'all if y'all not gonna be coming back? Like, Dolly, you ain't got to get to know the bitches, like be friends with them and all this other kind of shit. And hold on, first of all, because I jumped over this. You were here talking about some LCK need to stop calling chocolate her friend, when bitch you was calling some of your friend all last season before you knew the bitch. So with some of your acquaintances, bitch, because you don't treat someone like a friend, not in my opinion. So Dolly, take your own fucking advice, bitch. But anyway, so we jump back over. So yeah, so Dolly is saying how LCK and Russian Kream are born and they're not gonna be coming back, so there's no point in her getting to know them. Which Dolly, again, you ain't got to get to know them, but at least treat them semi with some kind of respect. You keep like saying shady, slick shit to them, being mean, telling them to shut up, telling them to shut the fuck up, calling them bitches and all this other kind of stuff. Dolly, if they bother you that much and you don't like them, then just don't acknowledge them. Just let them be who they are and do all that kind of stuff. Because honey, you doing all of this is not making you look good. And then so they start talking about this. So then it turns from Dolly going in on them to Russian, Kream, and LCK going back and forth with each other, because Russian Kream apparently says that Elsie has been lying to her and didn't tell Dolly the full story. All she just said was that Russian Kream and LCK just did what, they weren't gonna go on tour, but LCK was making it seem like uh what did I say? Oh yeah, LCK was making it seem like Russian Kream was trying to tell Natalie to stop them from getting a bag or some shit like that. Some shit like that, y'all. I was confused. I was so confused because again, it wasn't filmed on camera, so I don't know what the fuck was going on. So I was trying to analyze it as much as I could. So now it's gone from Russian Kream and LCK. Them two are arguing back and forth, back and forth. They're arguing really about nothing. It's just about Russian Kream is mad that LCK be lying, and LCK says that Russian Kream be hiding behind Summer, Dolly, and Lex, and all that kind of shit. I don't know if that's necessarily true though, because they haven't fought for Russian at all. So I don't know exactly how she's hiding behind them, unless it's something that we didn't see. But both of them they both are just screaming at each other at this point. So I don't know what the fuck would happen, because again, went from Dolly going off on them to now them two going off on each other, and then all of a sudden Russian Cream just steals off on LCK, and they start fighting on the sprinter van. Now I will say LCK really didn't win. I really couldn't tell who was winning, but LCK actually was swinging. I was actually proud of her, because you guys know, if you've been watching my videos all season long, LCK, when she fights, she pisses me off. This bitch don't do nothing when she goes and fights nobody. She actually was doing a little something, and I'm actually very, very proud of her. So her and Russian Cream are getting separated. They're still talking shit back and forth. Really didn't again don't really couldn't tell much of this fight. I mean, I don't know who won, but from the angle, it kind of looked like Russian Cream was kind of getting her. But I was just happy that Elsie finally did something. But yeah, we jump back to the next scene, y'all. So they finally make it to the house, y'all. So honestly, though, this house, well, I ain't see really much of it, but the houses in Africa way better than this. I don't know if they were just in some little townhome because it's in the middle of a street. It seemed like they ain't got no privacy. I was a road. I'm like, I don't know what this was, but it was cute, but not what we're used to seeing. So the sprinters pull up. All of a sudden, Russian Cream just speeds off on the sprinter. Now I'm thinking she run into traffic. No, she just run to get inside the house, but they tell her that she can't get inside the house yet. She doesn't want to stay on the bus. I don't know where the hell she went off to, y'all. So yeah, they just talking about, and Dolly again is on the sprinter van talking so much shit about Russian Cream. It's like, okay, Dolly, you don't like her. Leave it alone. Leave the bitch alone. Like, I'm sick of you, bitch. I'm sick of you. But anyway, so all the girls from each sprinter, they get on the they're going in the house. Natalie's already dealt with Amber and Latina, and they're just talking about everything that's going down. Amber Rose saying she doesn't want to fight unless she has to. Amber, then bitch, why are you here? Why are you here? If you don't want to fight, you need to go on like a Real Housewife show, because on this network, if you don't fight, you're considered boring. And we already see that you can get down, Amber. So I don't know what you're thinking, but this is Baddies, okay? So anyway, so they all meet inside the living room. They're looking for the house. They meet inside the little common area because Natalie wants them to have a little house meeting. Quote unquote, we about to get our issues out and have all these bitches fight. So the big three come in there with LCK, and they Natalie's trying to figure out what's going down, and they tell her that Russian got caught up in her lies, and LC handled that. She really didn't. Well, not from what I could tell, she didn't. But they were there, so maybe. But you know how these bitches can just lie against people that they don't like. I don't know. So anyway, so Natalie is confused because she thought that Russian was injured. She said, "Bitch, are you injured or you not?" Because mind you, Russian still got this cast on her hand. Like this bitch has had this cast on his hand since like episode 4 or 5, and it's like this shit just won't go away. Anyway, and she keeps trying to use the whole injured reserve as the reason why she wasn't fighting before. But Russian doesn't give a fuck no more, so she's fighting. She said there's no more injured reserve for her, so she's just gonna be fighting just to fight. Which okay, I guess is okay. I guess it's okay. I don't know. Shit, fuck that. So Natalie wants to go and talk to Russian and see what's going down. So we found out Russian is outside, which I don't know how the hell she got out there. I thought she went inside the house. Where did she go? So she's out there talking, and she's telling Natalie what just went down. So she explains that Natalie did say that she was going to take them on tour and pay them $10,000. While they was in the club, Dolly looked right at Russian and looked at Elsie and did like a hand movement saying like these bitches ain't going on tour. They're not getting paid because I guess they're not worth it. Like Dolly, who the fuck are you? Like, who the fuck are you? And she said that because Dolly did that, it made her feel some type of way, so she left. And then Elsie wanted to know why she left the club early, so she told her that. And come to find out, Elsie went back and told Dolly, Summer, and them that Dolly is trying to stop their bags. Now, again, there was no camera there, so I can't confirm or deny if that's true or not. If Russian only said she left because she felt some kind of way about that, then okay. But if LCK, if you really did go back and put words into their mouth, which you did before, like you literally twisted stories up before, like we saw early in the season with you and Tavy. So I'm inclined to believe that LCK put words in her mouth and made it seem like it bigger than what it was. And then she acts all oblivious when it's brought back to her. That's what always didn't sit right with me with Elsie. But Russian Kream, it also seemed like right now, because this happened to you before in the season 2, you just need to stop telling bitches stuff. Like, stop telling bitches stuff. Just tell them that you just didn't feel okay and you just wanted to leave that day. You ain't got to tell bitches this, because this kind of stuff happens, okay? Because LCK is not your friend. LCK is not your friend. You two had wanted to fight each other just to stay into the house. Y'all bitches not friends and everything like that for y'all situation. So Russian Kream, just stop telling bitches stuff. So yeah, Natalie says that she wants Russian Kream to come back in, and she's gonna sit there and she's gonna explain everything for her. So they walk back into the house. So then we get to Rolly talking to Diamond, saying how Diamond feels some kind of way that Latina is sitting there right now. Sorry. So we get to Diamond and Latina. So they start going back and forth. Diamond doesn't like how Latina came in here and she didn't know her and she was ready to start with her. And she especially didn't like that Latina threw a drink on her. And then Latina asked Thomas, "Oh, do you want to get your lick back?" And Tavy saying, "I don't think she needs to get a lick back. Do you want to get your lick back?" It's funny how that's coming for you, Tavy, because you have yet to get your lick back for Lex. Every time you and Lex fight, bitch, you get your ass whipped. And it's crazy that same night Latina got her ass whipped, you got your ass whipped by Lex 2 times. So honestly, right message, wrong fucking messenger. Tavy, you not the one that should be saying that. You definitely not the one who need to be saying that. So then all of a sudden Diamond gets up and she's ready to fight Latina again. Now, in the midst of this, Scotty asked Latina, because mind you, Latina came here with a quick weave. Oh, stupid bitch. Came here with a quick weave. And Scotty asked if she wants a bonnet. And first of all, don't ever fight with a bonnet on. Like, I don't know why you stupid bitches keep doing this. And then Diamond had me cracking up. Like, every time Scotty tried to give her that bonnet, Diamond said, "Don't you give her that bonnet," and kept swinging at Scotty. But she wasn't being serious. So they end up fighting, right? Nothing really happened. On Diamond, I don't know what the fuck Diamond was doing. She had her eyes closed and was trying to grab so far, but then Latina was so far away from her. The grab looked so weird. Latina looked like she actually was punching, but nothing was really landing. And that floor definitely looked really slippery because Diamond had a good grip on her and she was able to pull her to the ground, but nothing really happened. So I know people are going to try to be kissing Diamond's ass. Y'all know I'm not biased. I'm not no ass kisser. They gonna try to give Diamond that W because Diamond slung her on the ground. But honey, other than that, like, Diamond didn't do nothing. She slung on the ground and tried to swing, but missed. Like, you had ample opportunity to hit that girl in the face, and Diamond was swinging all wild. Her hits was missing. Latina's hits was missing. It was just a pathetic ass fight. So honestly, that fight between Latina and Diamond, nobody won in my opinion. Nobody won. So I guess now that they're done, and it's like it really was never no beef, but it's like understandable that Diamond don't like her because, girl, you came on the show trying to be a chinion, trying to saying you gonna kick me out, and you got your ass whooped. So Latina, you look like a fucking fool. I'm sorry, you already a fool because you related to Amber Rose, but you look like a fucking fool even more now. But anyway, so Natalie comes in with Russian Kream, and then she starts going down what happened. She brought up what was said about her trying to take the girls on tour, Dolly admits that she said that these bitches are not going to get bookings because they're boring, but she said she said it in front of everybody. So I mean, Dolly, she Russian Cream has a right to feel some kind of way that you say she's boring and she's not gonna get no bookings. I mean, if I was her, I feel some kind of way too. So then it turns into now LCK, because she's saying how LCK is lying and was putting words into her mouth. They talk about something else that happened off camera that Elsie, I mean, that not LCK, what's that girl name? Russian Cream said something about Elsie not having a crib or whatever that was. It's like I hate when they bring this shit up on camera that didn't get shown on camera, because what the fuck y'all even talking about? So I don't even know whose side to be on. But all of a sudden, LCK felt some kind of way about that because she doesn't want to be perceived as a liar, which I don't know. You seem like you kind of fib a little bit, LCK. I'm just saying that's what it's looking like. And she gets up and goes right towards Russian Cream. Now I thought she was really about to start doing something because she took the wig off. I thought she was about to, because Russian Cream turned around, which I don't know why she did that, but then she had her in like a kind of a headlock, but nothing really was happening. They were just holding on to each other. They got on the ground. I saw Russian Cream like kicking Elsie. I think she was like kicking her in the face, but they got spread apart. So nothing happened. So just like with that Dom and Latina fight, this Elsie and Russian fight, this second round was ass. So there was no winners. There was really no fucking winners. So then Russian Cream walks away from that fight, and LCK is in there saying that she's a liar and she's getting caught up in her lies and all this other kind of shit. It's like, okay, at the end of the day, almost all you hoes on this show are liars. All of y'all are liars. But it's like it's hard for me in this situation to see who's lying and who's not, because they're talking about some shit that didn't get caught on camera. So I don't know what to say. But we move on, y'all. We get to Russian. This bitch is running away again. So Lex is running after her because it looks like Lex, and she said it herself, is the only person that really still likes her. So she's trying to chase after her to see like what the fuck is going on. So Russian, all of a sudden, I don't know who she thought she was about to call, who's about to fly out there for you, bitch. So yeah, so Lex is chasing after, like, this bitch is running down the street. Like, I'm pretty sure them neighbors was probably saying like, what the fuck is going on? So she's running, and then she's mad that LCK ran up on her. It's like, bitch, you saw that. Now LCK ain't fat, but you saw that big bitch take off her wig, walk up towards you. You telling me that you couldn't get yourself ready? Like, stop the cap, stop the cap in Russian Cream. Like, girl, stop making excuses. And apparently she was trying to use the excuse about her hand broke again. It's like, bitch, you can't be using those excuses when you started with her. And that's what Lex was trying to say. Is like, honey, you can't get mad that she wants to fight you because you hit her on the sprinter. You hit her first. Like, there was no reason for you, because I'm pretty sure LCK was not gonna swing on you. LCK was not gonna swing on you in that sprint, okay? Y'all were just arguing. Like, I feel like she was only gonna hit you if you hit her first, and that's what happened. So now she doesn't like that. So she wants to get her get back. Now, mind you, she didn't do a good job of that, but you can't get mad that she wants to fight you because you hit her first. And Russian Cream is just over there just screaming and yelling, going off and all this kind of stuff. And Lex is trying to explain that to her. It's like, honey, you can't throw rocks and hide your hand. Now that when you swing on somebody, when they want to fight you, you all of a sudden want to hide. Like, no, that's not how we do it. That's not baddie behavior. Russian Cream sitting here making up excuses and all this other kind of shit, saying like she's done and all this other kind of stuff. And honestly, truthfully, it's been a long time coming. Like, Russian Cream, you should have been went home. You should have been went home when you kept using that injury as an excuse. If you were injured and you can't do shit, honey, go home. So she finally decides to leave. Like, honey, you just slipped the toe in London and are you already leaving? Crazy. But she does her like exit. Good riddance. Like, I really don't see them bringing Russian Cream back. But she finally left because I don't think she can take the heat, and she knows it's not going to be smooth sailing because the people on the other side don't like her, and now you got Summer, Elsie, and Dolly who don't like you, and now you done made an enemy out of Lex, low key. So Russian Cream, and it doesn't seem like, and you can't even hang out with Natalie because Natalie can't even save you. So it seems like Russian Cream, like, she was gonna, like, this, her whole journey in London was gonna be hell if she stayed there. So honestly, it's good that she's gone. She's gone. We're never gonna see her again, and we move on to the next. So of course, Summer always gotta make it known that she has issues with people. So she calls out well, she calls Coilla Scotched Eyes. Now I thought she was talking to Scotty, and I'm like, what did she just call Scotty? So she said Scotched Eyes. So she's talking about Coilla. And again, they talking about some shit that happened off camera that we didn't see, about something about them in the airport. How when Coilla walked past Summer, how Summer started laughing and all this other kind of shit. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, how the fuck old are we? So yeah, so long story short, they just going back and forth talking about nonsense, right? So then all of a sudden, Summer calls Cold Killer out for a fade. Now, like I said, what I always will respect about Cold Killer is that whenever someone calls her out, she always steps up and fights them. No matter win, lose, or draw. But honestly, there's no draw or no wins. She always be losing. She always will stand out there. So her and Summer start to going. Now, Cold Killer got a wig on and she got a dress on. Like, baby, she was not prepared to fight. And that floor is so fucking slippery. So her and Summer start to going. And let me tell you, Summer toe Cold Killer up, like toe up bad, like it was terrible. Especially when some body slammed her ass. I was like, oh my goodness, that was so crazy. But yeah, so they get separated. Some Cold Killer gonna still talk her shit even though she lost. And then Natalie tells them that, listen, like we have a club book and we can't be fighting in the clubs. You know what they always be saying? It's like y'all say this shit about every city, every country y'all going to, and y'all always be fighting at these clubs. So at this point, either y'all gonna do something about y'all hoes fighting in these clubs, or just shut the fuck up, Natalie. Okay. So yeah, everyone goes off and finds their rooms. We find out that everybody actually has a room, which actually the bedrooms do look very, very nice. They kind of look like ain't like old hotels, but they are put together really, really nice. It kind of gives me very modern vibes, vintage vibes. So we found out, yeah, everyone has rooms, but of course, Fauna, Kokilla, and then we see K Rican because we know K Rican is eventually coming back. They want to be all in one room. I'm like, okay, whatever. Y'all gotta be up on each other. Who cares? So then, we get a little moment where Lex, Summer, and Dolly they go out. They're out the window and they're like on this little spot on the top of the building, and it looks so steep that if the wrong move, one of the bitches could have fell off. And you see security scared for them. They tell them they get their asses back up inside. So yeah, so we get so Summer Dolly Lex goes with Russian and Latina, and then LCK joins them. They basically just talking about Russian Cream and how Russian Cream, how they just don't like her, how she's not a baddie, and how Lex tells them that when she was chasing after her, that Russian was trying to use her hand as an excuse as to not fight. She's mad that LCK ran up on her and after she didn't want to fight because her hand was broken. And then like Lex says, like, bitch, you swung on her first. So you can't get mad when she wants to get her lick back. And you can't keep using this whole injury excuse because you just said there was no more injury reserve, bitch. So why the fuck are you fighting if you want to complain about an injury? Then just go home at that point. And I'm with Rolly. What Rolly said in her confessional. She said she's tired of these bitches using their injuries as excuse as to why they don't want to fight. But then again, at the same time, Dolly was using the same injury excuse. Yet when it came to her fighting Ivory, but yet she was okay with swinging on Cold Killer. So I'm just saying, like Lex, I mean, Dolly's your friend, so you really need to be saying that to her too, because you didn't say shit when Dolly was using that whole shit as excuse that whole entire time. Just saying. I can't be biased. I cannot be biased. So then we jump over to uh it's Tavy, Diamond, Cold Killer, K Rican, not K Rican, what's that bitch name? Fauna. And they're talking to Scotty. And they basically talking about what just went down. They talk about Diamond and Latina's fight. Diamond just says that she didn't like how Latina threw a drink on her and she didn't like how she just came in fighting her and when she really didn't know her. And then she also says that how she thinks if she thinks that Pretty P and Ivory was there, that the whole thing with Tina never went down because those are her girls and everything like that. I think maybe if Ivory was there, it wouldn't have went down. But honestly and truthfully, I don't think Pretty P would have like Pretty P would have had her back, but I don't think Pretty P is gonna have your back like how she did with like how Ivory's gonna have your back. Just saying. It's mainly because Ivory's just like is the best fighter on that side for y'all. Let's just be quite honest. Then we get Tavy. Now Tavy says that it's up with her and Lex, and they gonna fight every single day. I said, honey, you can fight every single day, but you're gonna get your ass whipped every single day. Like Tavy, I'm sorry, you cannot beat Lex up. You cannot beat her up. I'm sorry, Tavy. And it's like, honey, and that's okay. You just gotta stick and take. Now I understand she fought you on your birthday, but honey, you had a chance to get your lick back that night and you still lost. So, honey, if you didn't fight her when you was at your angriest, I don't know what you gonna do now. So yeah, so Tavy, just honey, let that go. Let that go between you and Lex, okay? And then we're gonna move on to the next. All right, so in the midst of that, we see that Pretty P has made her return. Yay. Yeah, Pretty P, you could have stayed the fuck home. You see, I forgot that she left. Pretty P has literally not done anything this season except fight Summer, but it's like, honey, that's some shit from earlier this season when she broke your watch. So she comes in and she talks about, but again, she did lose her grandfather, which again, I do apologize. And I don't want nobody trying to go through that. So she had to be with her family. But then I think it was Scotty that asked her this, saying, is it still up between her and Summer? Because she fought Summer before she left, which again I forgot about. But she said, oh, it's still up between her and Summer because her watch is still broken. Like, we trying to resurrect the storyline again, like, girl, excuse me, like, no, no, no. But yeah. I ain't got nothing against Pretty P. It's just that she's really boring. She really was not needed this season at all. Like I said, she could have went home and she could have stayed home. You could have stayed there with Ivory. Ivory went home and she stayed home. You see, Ivory ain't back. So yeah, Pretty P. Yeah, I'm not really excited much that much excited that she's back. Yeah, not excited that she's back, and she ain't. It don't look like she's really doing much next week, not from what I see. But anyway, so we move on to they're getting ready to go out for the night. They do like these close little montage shots of everybody, which we really did not need that close up of Dolly. We did not need that close up of Dolly. Zeus, y'all messy as fuck. We didn't need that. So they go out to the club. It's really is packed. They do have a lot of fans over there in London. So and then oh yeah, so Tommy is out with them too, which I didn't know Tommy came with them to London because you know Tommy just shows up for one day and then she leaves. So yeah, Tommy was there. And then all of a sudden it jumps over. So I don't know what initiated this drama because all of a sudden it jumps to a scene and Summer is arguing with it looks like it was Pretty P and Coilla. I don't know who she's arguing with, but it's some shit going down. We don't know who started it, but I'm just gonna go on a limb and say probably Summer that started it. So then Natalie over the microphone is telling them to calm down. It's like, Natalie, don't say that over the microphone where they know that it's drama going on, especially when you don't want them having drama. But you just making it more and more seen because you telling everybody in the damn club that there's a there's drama going on with the cast members. Like, girl, calm down. So then all of a sudden we see Summer, like she pushes with Pretty P and Lex fell. So I don't know if Summer pushed them and they fell. I don't know what happened. Summer ends up getting a drink, getting a bottle and drinking it, and then she throws it on Coilla, and then she's getting escorted out, and then Coilla is just throwing everything inside, like she's throwing everything, but it's like, honey, you are throwing stuff, and it's not even hitting Summer. Like, girl, you hitting like bystanders. So if I was a bystander and I got hit, sorry, Coilla, I would have to beat your ass because she threw a bottle and she threw that big old tub of thing. I don't know how much them things weighs, but it didn't seem like it was that light. So yeah, so the episode just ends right there with the fight breaking out between them in the club. And again, like I said, y'all be preaching and constantly saying how y'all can't fight in the clubs and yada yada yada. Again, like these bitches does it everywhere y'all go, and there's no consequences to them fighting in these clubs. So it's like y'all can just say that whole let's not fight in clubs and shit. Because unless you kick these bitches off the show for fighting in clubs because breaking the rules, y'all can stop throwing that in our faces. So yeah, the episode ends right there. So we see a preview next week. It's just fight day in London. Like y'all fighting out in public in London. That's just terrible. Kay Regan comes back from her doing court, and her and LCK start up their drama yet again. And then it's just basically the big three fighting people who wants to fight them. So we see Tavy is calling out Lex again, and it looks like she's getting her ass whooped again, which again, Tavy, girl, stop. And Rolly is initiating all of this shit. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, where the fuck Natalie at? And then we see, I think it's Dolly and Fauna fighting. I could be wrong, and Coquilla's getting her lick back on Summer. So yeah, that's all for this episode. The episode was it was alright. It wasn't my favorite. It was alright. Again, you can just tell this season is coming to the end, and these bitches is drained and they tired and they ready to go home. But yeah, so that's all I have for y'all today. Before I get up out of here, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Continue to show love to my videos again. And continue to engage. Thumbs up the video. It does push my engagement up because a bitch got bills, so that also helps me pay my bills. So that's all I got for you guys this episode, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.